Hello everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Yes, you are getting me a Whip and Chat today rather than a Whip It Wednesday, just purely because of situational. It has been a kind of a crazy month, and I'm pretty good about getting my Whip It Wednesdays out every single Wednesday. I think I've only had to do 2 Whip and Chats in replace of them. But today it is just one of those days, and so it is what it is, I guess. I can't really say any more about that then. It just is what it is. So, I'd like to just warn you ahead of time, if you are a person that is offended or bothered by noise in the background of your videos, this is definitely probably not your video. I have the fans and the air conditioner running because it is hot today, and my daughter is home, and I do have 2 dogs that are around. So, with that said, I cannot control all the sounds in my life, and life continues to go on even when I record. So, yeah. What we are doing today, I'm super excited because I had finished, I've done quite a few big paintings lately, and then I did the hippo one, which was a 40 by 40, but it drove me insane. It literally was a horrible project, and the only reason that I continued to work on it and finish it was because it was a gift for somebody. Otherwise, I would have like lit that sucker on fire. But anyway, so after that one, I was really just kind of discouraged and just needed at least a day, which I always try to take at least 24 hours between paintings, but I've been doing so many big ones, I thought, oh, I'm going to do a couple, I'll do this small one and that'll be good. And then that small one, the 40 by 40, it turned out to be, like I said, a hell painting. And so, yeah, I took about 2 days off of diamond painting, which is probably the longest I've taken off in a long time. And my daughter even said, like, Mom, do you think you could go 2 weeks without diamond painting? And I'm like, sure I could. Would I want to? No. I wouldn't do well because I'd have to find other things to do because I'm just one of those people that like has to have something like that to do all the time. So yeah, I don't typically like sit and watch TV without doing something unless I intend to rest or something because I haven't slept. Otherwise, I always am doing something. So lately I have been organizing stuff and going through stuff and getting rid of stuff and making it just a cleaner, more happy work environment, I guess you could say. So that is what I have been doing. And then I also did, in case you either are brand new to my channel or have not seen my videos lately, I did these 3 journals in the last couple days. I got these done, and I love them. If you haven't got one of these journals, you should. They're really cool. I really like them. So I decided, I wasn't sure what I was going to use them for, but I did decide I am going to use the owl for a log for like my cover minders. So I'm going to write all of them down in here, prices and all that kind of stuff down. And then, so I'll do cover minders and pens in the owl, and then I'm going to do all the other things in this one. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet. I haven't decided, but. So I got those done. And then also I got a video of here's a picture of what I did right here. And I worked on this. I made a video, so if you haven't seen that video the title is turning a baking tool into a cover minder holder. And that was a really fun thing to do because I was trying to figure out something and it ended up working out really well, and I really like it. And so, yeah. And I've been working on getting a bunch of cover minders and pens and tools and stuff like that kind of ready to go for my store and all that kind of stuff. So that is kind of the craft side of what I have been doing. I spilled some drills over here last night. I thought I had got them all, but apparently I had not. So now I'm just kind of going back and finding those. Anyways, I hate when I spill drills. It really bugs me, but with the condition that I have with the spazzes, like it's a word that I've said it many times, and I still never can pronounce it unless I'm like looking at the word. But basically, it is a condition where, you know, when you're falling asleep at night and you have those like spasms that wake you up and you feel like you're falling, kind of. So I have that while I'm awake, and so like I can't use cups that don't have lids on them. I can't use glass cups. I try to be, you know, mindful about what I'm doing, but when you're diamond painting, it's just like, so before I was diamond painting, I actually used to do paint by numbers, which I still really like. But when I found diamond painting, it was awesome because the fact that I can do this, and even if I spill my drills and make a mess, it's not like a mess that I can't clean up. So when I was doing paint by numbers and I would be holding on to my paint and I would like throw my paint across the room, basically, it was a mess that was much harder to clean up, and I had stained carpets, I had stained many of my shirts and all that stuff. So I take the spilling of drills over spilling paint any day. So yeah, anyways, but yeah, so I do tend to do that a lot. Pretty much each time I sit down and paint, I spill at least one time. And if I am tired, it exacerbates my symptoms. So I definitely do it worse. But I don't have to be falling asleep for it to happen, like most people do. So it's frustrating, but it's, you know, one of those things. I can't help it. So anyways, but I spilled like a ton of 310s like all over this area last night, and I cleaned them up best I could, but then obviously I always find ones that I thought maybe were part of the canvas or something, and then they're not part of the canvas. They're just laid there, you know, from being spilled. But anyways, so I just started this canvas yesterday, and this is my Drills and Chills canvas. My kids are like, Mom, you should do a, you know, one that's more like Halloween, and I'm like, you know, this is what I got right now. I do have a couple autumn ones, but this one I need to get done for Christmas. And honestly, it's a skull. So, I mean, to me, it is Halloweeny. I don't do skulls I've never done a skull or anything even remotely like this. So it is Halloweeny to me. This is for my sister-in-law, and she decorates her house. Decorations look like it's Halloween year round. She that's just how she is, and her and her husband are both, you know, they like metal, and so yeah. I think my daughter once asked her, like, why do you decorate in Halloween decorations? And she's like, why not? So anyway, so they like that, and when I saw this one, it just reminded me of something that she would really like. So I got it, and this is from Mystical Diamond Art. She is new, and she is a U.S. company, and which I'd really like to try to support our U.S. companies, because the other thing is I'm impatient when I order a product, and I love the fact that they're, you know, in the States, so it's not taking me weeks to get what I order. She also did if you haven't seen the unboxing of the Mystical Diamond Art one, you should go back and watch that, because she does an amazing job at packaging her things. Actually, she did so amazing at it that I was expecting a Diamond Art Club in the mail, and I was tired, wasn't paying attention, and when I brought the box in and I first opened it, that's what I thought I was opening, because she packages them almost just like Diamond Art Club. Obviously she doesn't have the Diamond Art Club tape so that you know, around the box and stuff like that, but the way she packages them to keep them safe is they are in their own little box. I'll show you that box in case you haven't seen that unboxing. So they come in this box, but then she also sends them in a bigger box and then puts paper and bubble wrap around that box, so your actual painting box is kept very nice. So that's wonderful. And she doesn't have a ton of images yet because she is so new, but she is going to be getting more. And I tell you, her quality is up there. It is up there, and it's affordable. Some of it might be a little more than what you're gonna find on AliExpress, but you really do pay what you get what you pay for. And her diamonds so far have been extraordinarily good, and especially coming off of that one I just did. It's like a dream to work on, especially after the one I just did. So her canvas it's the pour glue method, and it is even kind of glittery looking. It's just really pretty. It's really, really professionally done, and I really don't have anything negative at this point to say. And her symbols, she doesn't choose a bunch of like crazy out there symbols. She does pretty much just numbers and letters, which for a lot of people, that's what we've talked about for a long time. Like, why aren't they just numbers and letters? Why do they have to come up with these insane looking symbols that we can't even tell what it is, when there's, you know, plenty of other things that you can use? So she goes from 1 to 9, and then it starts at A and then just goes down. So if there was a painting with, you know, more than 35 colors, then I'm not sure what she'll do. But I have one that's less than 35 colors. Mine only has 28 colors, so I only go to the letter T. And then the other thing that I did look at when I was unboxing this video, or this painting, because a lot of people have a problem with the Q and the O because they look so much alike. Like the last painting I did, the Q and the O were only like a light shade of gray difference, which was horrible because they looked so much alike. And then they were both gray, so it was kind of hard sometimes to tell what was what. But she has a blue for the O and then a very different color teal for the Q. So as long as you're somewhat paying attention to what color you're doing, you should be fine. With this one, I had ordered some AB diamonds in the mail, just plain ABs. And I was thinking, because this one didn't come with any ABs in it, but I was thinking, wouldn't that be this would be a cool one, I think, to add some ABs in it, give it some flair, I guess you could say. And I love the colors of this one, the teals and the purples and the pinks and everything that go with it. I like it because it's definitely something that she likes, but it has like a femininity about it. And anyway, so I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder if any of my ABs that I have will be the right colors. And so I went through them, and I did find two ABs that I'm going to be using. So one of them is a pink. It is the number 211, so it's this one. So there's the AB pink, and there's just the normal color. So I'm going to be doing that one, and then the next one is 208, which is a purple. So there is the AB purple, and there's the regular purple. I know those are really hard to see, sorry. Here, let me see if I can make that better. There we go. So now you can see that AB. So I think that's going to add personality to it. And of course, when I do it and I put it on the canvas, I'll look and make sure that it looks good, that it's not just, because you could just pick a color and it might not go well with where that color is sitting and everything. But I think it's going to turn out really cute. From what I looked at and everything, it should work. And this one really shouldn't take me all that long to do, because it's easy. The drills are wonderful. The canvas is wonderful. It's a round, so therefore it's quicker for me. It does have, I know you guys know how much I detest dummy circles, but if you didn't know this, if you haven't paid attention, Diamond Art Club actually has dummy circles. They are just so hard to tell that that's what they are because of the color backing behind the drill. And so it's not an issue. There are dummy circles on this painting, but it again is not an issue because, one, the color backing is done really well, as you can see the coloring. Also, the drills are bigger than the dummy circles, which is how it is supposed to be. Why other companies have not figured that out yet, when a brand new company can figure that out, I don't know. Because it seems obvious. Like, why would you want the dummy circle to show behind the drill? That makes no sense to me at all. I don't get it, but whatever. I missed a couple 310s, so I gotta grab my 310s out here real quick. Where is it? There it is. Anyways, so yeah, this one should be relatively quick. I can use, there is some confetti, but there's also a lot of color blocking, so I should be able to use my multi-placers while working on this one as well, to make it go a little faster. And I then ordered a second Drills and Chills video or painting to work on, and I'm not going to tell you what that looks like because you'll just have to wait and see in the unboxing, I guess. And that should be here, I don't know, I'm not sure when actually, because I can't remember if I ordered it off of Amazon or if I ordered it off of AliExpress. I believe it was AliExpress, but I don't know. I know I ordered a lamp off of AliExpress that is a Halloween lamp, and it's super cute. Yeah. I have quite a few Halloween decorations that I'm going to be doing a video on, decorating my diamond painting area. And I usually don't decorate for Halloween until October, but getting into the drills and chills and all that stuff starting now, I was thinking I might as well just decorate my area now for Halloween. Some of them are straight up Halloween decorations and other ones are just fall decorations, so it'll get me in the mood for fall, because even if you don't like it, fall is coming. It is here. It is definitely, I mean, it's not like the first day of fall on the calendar yet, but night times are cold. The other day I saw my breath outside. And it has been rainier and leaves are starting to fall and they're starting to change. So it is here. It is upon us. One thing I like about fall is I like doing like crock pot meals in the fall. It just feels so comfy, and relaxing. I don't know, like chili and soup, and like doing, like this week I have a chicken that I am putting in the crock pot tomorrow. And they're so easy. You put it in the morning and dinner's ready whenever you're ready to eat it in the nighttime. And if you have been with me long, you know I hate to cook. Love to bake, hate to cook. My kids want dinner every single night. Even though I did it the night before, they still want it the next night. And I think part of that goes into the fact that I'm not a big eater. I don't know. I just am not. I don't have that drive like that wants to go and eat. I don't know. I just don't. But partly because I have such stomach issues that a lot of times when I eat, then I don't feel very good. So, but I know I need to eat to live. So, you know, my daughter's pretty good at keeping me eating throughout the day, making sure that I get enough food now that she is homeschooled with me. So, and if you have watched any of my other like chat videos or anything, I know I've talked about trying to decide what to do with Maddie as far as schooling goes. Are we putting her back into public school this year? Are we going to homeschool? If we do homeschool, what are we going to use? All that stuff. I did decide, I don't think I've told you this, so I did decide to homeschool her this year again, due to the fact that we have had pretty hard manageable blood sugars lately with puberty coming on. It really, really affects your blood sugars, and we've had to use the emergency glucagon shot 3 times now, and 2 of those times were at night, but 1 of them was in the day, and her blood sugar was like 65, and she went and had some fruit snacks and was sitting on the computer, and within 7 minutes her blood sugar had dropped down to 21 and she was passed out. So we did decide, hold on. Okay, sorry, bye. So when my husband gets home, the dogs of course get all excited and then go and bark and run to him. And anyways, so my daughter is doing her chores in the background, so if you hear some dishes clanging together, I apologize. She's kind of loud, but anyways, so we did decide to keep her home. She is going to be doing a online school, and she starts October 10th, so that'll be really good for her. And then there's other things that we can do with the community of other homeschoolers, so that she gets some socialization and all that stuff. But this will keep her pretty scheduled, because with this online school, it is like live classes, and so she'll have like, it's almost like she'll be watching the teacher live from her home. So she'll be able to ask questions, and so it's like a virtual classroom, basically, is how it's done. And some of her assignments will not be live. Some of them will just be where she'll watch like a video or something and then do an assignment based on that. But a lot of it's live, and which is really nice, because then she still gets that opportunity to have to talk to other people and teachers and all that, which I think is important. So anyways, so she's excited to get started, and so right now she's just doing like reading basic stuff at home, and I have her exercise every day. She goes on my walks with me with the dogs, and she trains with the dogs, and so anyways, but I am excited for the schedule part of school for her, because it'll just be really helpful. Anyways, but yeah, she's just been having a hard time lately. So the only school I was comfortable putting her in was an elementary school here that my mom works at, My mom is the head cook there, and my mom is also a type 1 diabetic, and so I know that with my mom being there, if something were to happen, my mom would, be there and know what to do. So I was comfortable with that, but they are full for 5th grade. And so until or unless they come with an opening for 5th grade, she will be doing online school. There are reasons that I'm not going to get into that I will not put her in the school that she was in before. That is like our, how wherever you live, like you have a designated school for that area. Well, that school is not, she's not going to go back to that school. So, and I will keep her home doing schoolwork at home if I have to keep her out of that school. So, I mean, it was nothing huge, but there was some little things and just stuff that, yeah, doesn't need to be talked about on here right now. So, anyways, but my son, my 13-year-old son, he is in 8th grade, and he does go to public school, and he will continue. He wouldn't do well at home. He just wouldn't. He's a social butterfly too, so he likes school, like with his friends. He doesn't like the schoolwork part, but he does like going to school. I don't have to fight him to go to school, which is wonderful. So anyways, so I do apologize that I wasn't able to get a Wip and Chat done this week. That's like honestly one of my favorite videos to do. But as I've said before, they do take 6 to 8 hours to do, and then I have to do ahead of time work to get all those videos, or all the pictures and information and everything, and it just wasn't happening this week. It just wasn't. So the last 2 nights, I think I've gotten like 3 hours of sleep total, and I was gonna work on it this morning. When I got up, I was gonna try, but then I actually fell asleep. Me and my daughter fell asleep and took a nap and slept for like 3 hours. So, and I really needed that. I feel much less like a zombie now than I did earlier this morning. But yeah, I am really excited for this painting. I'm gonna have a hard time. I don't know if you guys are like this. When I have a present for somebody that I'm excited about, I have a hard time keeping it a secret. So this is gonna be a hard one, because I know her and her husband are both gonna really like it. So that's the thing with doing all of these ahead of time, because obviously you have to, because they all take so long. It's hard for me, because I'm like, I want to give it to them right then. But I guess it's good practice for me to grow and be able to, I don't know what the word is, be less impatient with things. But I haven't yet made my list. I'm kind of intimidated to make my list on how many I have to do for Christmas, because I don't want to get overwhelmed by it. So I'm just like, keep trucking along, doing one after another, and I think I'll be fine though, because we've got like 3.5 months or something left, and I'm pretty fast when it comes to most of them, unless it's super confetti. Then otherwise I'm pretty fast at getting them knocked out. Especially if, like, some nights when I'm up making sure blood sugars go back to normal before I go to sleep, I diamond paint, because it keeps me occupied and it keeps me awake most of the time. Oh yeah. If you haven't seen this picture right here, this is me trying to stay awake while diamond painting. And when I woke up, this is what I had. And more, but this is what I'm showing you. So, have you guys ever fallen asleep while diamond painting? because that is something that I have had happen more than one time. It is relaxing to me. Obviously it's relaxing, otherwise I wouldn't fall asleep. But I've heard from more than one person of them falling asleep while they're diamond painting, so at least I know I'm not alone in the matter. Okay, so before I go, because I'm not going to do a real long one, my husband just got home from work, as I said, and my daughter is doing her chores right now, and then we need to go and do blood sugar checks and all that stuff, and then by the time we're done with that, my son will be getting home from school, and you know, as much as he doesn't like it, I like to ask him how his day was and what he did and if he has homework, you know, all those questions that us teenagers hated when our parents asked them. So what I wanted to say was, I am going to be doing something really exciting and really fun for Halloween this year for you guys. You are not going to want to miss it. It is going to be amazing. Speaking of, one second. I'm super, super upset right now. Like, I'm actually upset. So, Diamond Art Club came out with a glow-in-the-dark painting for Halloween, and I knew about it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say how I knew about it, but I knew about it. But I fell asleep, like I said this morning, so I didn't get the alert when my email went off. And they were only making 500 copies. It is a limited edition, and I am not going to get it because it is sold out. It just came out at 10:30 this morning, and it's sold out. I'm very upset. Like, I'm actually upset about this because I really, really wanted that one. It was, God damn it. I had a feeling when I found out about it and there wasn't going to be like a time that they were releasing it, I just had a feeling that I was gonna miss it. I just did. And I even last night went on my phone and checked my notifications, made sure that they were on the loudest notifications possible so that when I got the email, I would hear it. But I was asleep when that email came in. As much as I needed that sleep, I'm still very upset because that painting was awesome and I really wanted it. But whatever. Hold on one second. My daughter needs me. Okay, I'm back. I had to go rant a little bit more. Still not out of my system though. But whatevs. You know, there are certain things that you can't control in life, and as much as I wanted that one and it would have been amazing to have, it is what it is. So yeah, I can't really do much about it now. Anyways, well, now I'm going to try and find another one to do for Halloween that I like. I mean, nothing is going to compare to that one because it was glow in the dark, which I loved. The chakra one that I did for you guys, the glow in the dark one, I absolutely loved it. It was so cool looking. And this one, I'm pretty sure the glow in the dark color was orange. If I can, I will try to put that picture right here so that you can see what I'm talking about, and then you can grieve with me that you didn't get it and I didn't get it and that you won't be able to see me do it. Anyways, deep breaths, deep breaths. Life will go on. It's just a diamond painting. I feel like I need that mantra in my life. It's just a diamond painting. And that, folks, will be it. Anyways, okay, so what I was gonna say though before I was completely bummed out was my Halloween videos that will be coming starting in October, there will be multiple, I repeat, multiple giveaways of Halloween themed things. Some just artsy, some maybe decoration, and a lot of like cover minders, those kind of fun things. And somebody's at my door, so 1 second. There's a lot of interruptions today, isn't that? That was our neighbor. Oh, because that's not what I need right now. I do love her. She is kind of like a grandma to me and my kids. But she just got back from out of town. She was gone for like 2 days, which we thought she was going to be gone till tomorrow. But apparently she's back today, so there's just sometimes I just, like right now, it's too much. I just can't sometimes. I try really hard to be as helpful as I can to like as anybody that needs it. And one of the things that she just needs is companion. So I do try to be as welcoming as I can, but there's some things lately that have kind of put a fork in that plan, and I'll talk about those later because it's too much to get into right now. I'll probably have to make a whole video on the conversation that I had with her that was like none of her business, basically. The stuff that we talked about that she wanted me to do and talk about. So I will make a video later on that because now I'm sure you guys are just wondering and just dying to know my drama in my life, right? I kid. Okay, guys, so this video is kind of all over the place. There's been multiple interruptions. I apologize. Again, I can't help it. Life goes on whether I push record or not. But I will try to get you guys another Whip and Chat later, maybe even tonight. I don't know. We'll see, and I can discuss those things I was just telling you about. Because I'm pretty sure I can get other people that will agree with me on that there are certain things you just don't talk about or try to get other people to do when they're not your kids or your grandkids even, for that matter. So anyways, so okay, I'm going to go, but I am going to say this. If you also did not get a Diamond Art Club limited edition Halloween glow-in-the-dark painting, I share your pain. So light a candle tonight in awe of everyone else who did get them. And please, please, people who got them, share them, show us them. I would love to see not only the unboxings, but them worked on and completed and finished. And I'm sure those of us that didn't get them would love to see that, even though we will be jealous, insanely jealous of you. I still would love to see you guys get joy out of them and just what they look like, because I think they're going to be really, really cool. And I hope that Diamond Art Club will continue to put out more glow-in-the-dark paintings, because I know I am not the only one out there who really liked that and enjoyed that, and that was kind of a cool new thing that aren't really out. There's, you just can't find those kind of things that actually work well and look good. So with that, as always, don't forget, you guys are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So keep shining. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already and would like to subscribe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and the bell icon to be notified when I put up a new video.